The metaverse.
The metaverse.
The metaverse.
Let's talk about metaverse.
By now, you've probably heard of the metaverse.
From now on, we're going to be metaverse first, not Facebook first.
Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan have been seen as the perfect power couple, managing fame, fortune, and family with ease. But her latest announcement has people wondering if cracks are starting to show in their seemingly perfect world. Could this be the beginning of a major shift in one of the most high-profile marriages today? Let us dive in and uncover the shocking truth that will make Facebook to go instantly broke after tomorrow. Trouble beneath the surface of a perfect pair. For 2 decades, the couple has been together, weathering challenges and sharing milestones. Yet as of late, their relationship seems to have hit a rough patch. Adding fuel to the fire, 2 former employees who worked in the Zuckerberg household have filed a lawsuit against them alleging workplace misconduct. While the details of the lawsuit remain murky, the timing has certainly raised eyebrows. On the surface, Zuckerberg continues to shower Priscilla with grand gestures, from lavish gifts to highly publicized anniversary celebrations, but critics are starting to question whether these displays of affection are masking deeper issues. Before we delve into this, it's clear that the truth behind these grand gestures might be far more complicated than anyone expected, and this won't be the only revelation that will leave you stunned. Take, for example, the extravagant gifts presented to his wife. This year, he commemorated their anniversary with an elaborate project that saw him revisiting their college days. He posted a video of himself performing a nostalgic rendition of a song that played at the Harvard party where they first met. Featuring hip-hop legend T-Pain, the project included acoustic instrumentals and throwback photos of their early days as a couple. Priscilla's reaction seemed warm, with a comment about their enduring love, but some observers wondered if these gestures were more for public approval than genuine connection. Another controversial gift came earlier this year, a 7-foot Roman-inspired statue of Priscilla commissioned in her likeness. The metallic sculpture, with its green tones and flowing design, sparked heated debates online. Some praised the effort, calling it romantic, while others, including therapists and relationship experts, flagged it as a potential red flag. They suggested that such over-the-top displays could signal attempts to overcompensate for deeper issues in the relationship. Was it a heartfelt gesture, or was it seeking validation from the public and his wife? In interviews and public appearances, Priscilla has hinted at challenges in their relationship, particularly related to her husband's unrelenting focus on his tech projects. Reports suggest he spends over 14 hours a day immersed in his virtual reality headset, exploring the metaverse. This obsession has reportedly led to bizarre behaviors. For instance, Priscilla revealed that her husband has referred to her as his human wife, an unsettling phrase that's left many wondering about his state of mind. On one occasion, he even called their son digital spawn, raising questions about the toll his tech-driven lifestyle is taking on his family. His behavior has also led to public embarrassment. In a widely reported incident, he allegedly tried to interact physically with a virtual reality headset, resulting in a minor injury. While the details of this incident remain speculative, it's clear that Priscilla has been grappling with the strain of her husband's fixation on his tech creations. The couple's challenges, amplified by their high-profile status, have sparked debates about the sustainability of their relationship. Looking back, their story started on a much simpler note. The pair met at a Harvard fraternity party in 2003, where their connection blossomed over shared laughs and mutual curiosity. Back then, he was making waves with his controversial project, FaceMash, a website ranking students' attractiveness. Priscilla, a Boston native with a warm personality, saw potential in him despite his rebellious antics. Their love story, grounded in those early days, became a source of inspiration for many. Over the years, they built a life together, navigating the pressures of fame and fortune. Yet as his career skyrocketed, so did the demands on their marriage. Priscilla, a pediatrician and philanthropist, has often been lauded for her grounded nature and dedication to social causes. She's played a pivotal role in shaping the couple's philanthropic ventures, including the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. However, balancing their shared goals with the personal demands of their relationship has proven challenging. The strain seems to have reached a boiling point in recent months. Priscilla's candid remarks about feeling sidelined by her husband's tech obsessions have struck a chord with many. Her concerns about his detachment from reality and the family's well-being have sparked empathy and concern. Meanwhile, critics argue that lavish gestures, however well-intentioned, may be insufficient to address the underlying issues in their marriage. Their personal struggles were already difficult, but the lawsuit from former employees made things even more complicated and hard to ignore. Social media's perfect couple faces the heat. As public figures, the couple's private struggles are often scrutinized under a magnifying glass. Social media has only intensified this scrutiny, with users dissecting every post and interaction for clues about their relationship. From anniversary celebrations to heartfelt captions, their public persona paints a rosy picture. Yet behind the curated images lies a more complicated reality, one that's emblematic of the challenges many high-profile couples face. The lawsuit filed by former employees adds another layer of complexity to their story. While the specifics remain unclear, allegations of workplace misconduct have raised questions about the dynamics within the household. Critics wonder whether these claims reflect broader issues in their personal and professional lives. Regardless of the outcome, the lawsuit underscores the pressures and challenges of living under constant public scrutiny. For Priscilla and her husband, the road ahead may require difficult conversations and compromises. Their story, though extraordinary in many ways, is also a reminder of the universal challenges of maintaining a relationship in the face of external pressures. As they navigate this chapter of their lives, the world watches with bated breath, speculating about what the future holds for one of tech's most prominent couples. When they first crossed paths, it wasn't exactly a textbook love story. With his usual bluntness, he joked about going on a date before he got expelled from Harvard, a comment that could have easily backfired, but instead of pushing her away, it sparked something special between them. On their first official outing, he made it clear where his priorities lay when he told Priscilla he'd rather spend time with her than finish a take-home midterm. This quirky beginning laid the foundation for a relationship that would endure through the chaos of both their personal and professional lives. By 2005, he had already made the big decision to leave Harvard and focus solely on building Facebook. He relocated to Palo Alto, California, where he opened the first office for the platform. Meanwhile, Priscilla stuck to her goals, graduating from Harvard in 2007. He was there to celebrate her achievement, standing by her side as she prepared for her next chapter in medical school at the University of California, San Francisco. Despite the physical distance and their demanding schedules, the couple set rules to ensure they stayed connected. Priscilla's rule of 1 date per week and 100 uninterrupted minutes together became a cornerstone of their relationship. Their dates were never flashy, but always meaningful. From park strolls to playful rowing competitions, their time together was simple yet impactful. Sundays turned into a tradition of exploring Asian cuisine, a nod to Priscilla's heritage. Even during high-stress moments, like when he turned down a billion-dollar buyout from Yahoo in 2006, Priscilla remained his rock. She described those moments as some of the most nerve-wracking she had ever seen him face. In 2010, Priscilla moved into his rented home in Palo Alto, marking a new step in their relationship. True to his style, he announced it on Facebook with a humorous touch, offering their extra furniture to friends. That same year, they adopted a dog named Beast, a fluffy addition to their growing family. By 2011, their relationship became Facebook official, and the couple purchased a 5-bedroom home in Palo Alto for a staggering $7 million. Over the years, he expanded their property, acquiring 4 neighboring homes for $43 million. Their wedding in May 2012 was a surprise for everyone. Disguised as a celebration of Priscilla's medical school graduation, the backyard ceremony in their Palo Alto home was intimate and modest. Their honeymoon in Rome echoed this simplicity, with the couple even grabbing a meal at McDonald's. As their life together unfolded, they continued to make headlines, both for their personal milestones and their growing real estate portfolio. In 2012, they purchased a townhouse in San Francisco's Dolores Heights neighborhood, later renovating and selling it for $31 million. They shared many happy memories and important milestones, but even those couldn't stop the growing challenges they were about to face together. From Harvard romance to family struggles. The couple's ambitions extended beyond personal success. In 2014, they bought over 1,500 acres of land in Kauai, Hawaii for more than $100 million, cementing their presence in the luxury real estate market. Priscilla's medical career flourished as well, with her completing her pediatric residency in 2015. That same year, they announced the birth of their first daughter, Maxima Max Chan Zuckerberg. After enduring the heartbreak of 3 miscarriages, Max's arrival was a moment of immense joy. To mark Max's birth, they launched the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, pledging 99% of their Facebook shares to causes like education and medical research. Their philanthropic efforts were groundbreaking, with one ambitious goal set in 2016: to cure, manage, or prevent all diseases within their daughter's lifetime. To this end, they pledged $3 billion through their initiative. Education also became a central focus of their philanthropy. In 2015, they opened a nonprofit primary school for students from low-income families and donated $75 million to a San Francisco public hospital, which was later renamed in Zuckerberg's honor. Their family grew again in 2017 with the birth of their second daughter, August. Zuckerberg took 2 months of paternity leave, emphasizing the importance of family time. The couple's lifestyle, while undeniably influenced by their wealth, remained grounded in meaningful traditions. They dedicated 2 weeks each year to traveling overseas, with trips to places like Dubai, Mumbai, and China often tied to reconnecting with Priscilla's heritage. Zuckerberg even learned Mandarin, deepening his connection to her culture. In 2018, their real estate ventures expanded further with the purchase of 2 waterfront estates in Lake Tahoe for $59 million. These properties, boasting 600 feet of private waterfront access, became serene retreats amid their busy lives. The family occasionally shared glimpses of their home life, such as baking challah bread together with their daughters. Their commitment to addressing global challenges continued during the COVID-19 pandemic, when they formed a task force through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative to enhance testing capabilities in the Bay Area. By 2023, their family welcomed a third daughter, Aurelia Chan Zuckerberg, completing their household. Even as their personal lives flourished, Zuckerberg's professional focus shifted to a different kind of reality. His vision for the metaverse dominated tech news, promising an immersive virtual world unlike anything seen before. While the concept of spending significant time in a virtual realm seemed futuristic, it sparked widespread discussions about the possibilities and implications of such technology. At first, the metaverse sounded like the next big thing, a shiny promise of a digital universe where people could connect, create, and explore without limits. It was hyped as a place that could blend the physical and virtual worlds seamlessly, making it feel like the future was already here. But when Meta's founder Mark Zuckerberg launched this grand idea, it quickly became clear that the reality wasn't living up to the fantasy. The ambitious promises turned into a long list of disappointments, and instead of being a groundbreaking innovation, the metaverse became a cautionary tale for overhyped tech-dree mums. When Zuckerberg unveiled Meta in late 2021, it came with a lot of fanfare. He even went as far as to rename Facebook, a household name, to Meta, showing the world how serious he was about this new direction. The vision was bold: an immersive space where people could work, play, and socialize as though they were physically together. It was supposed to revolutionize how humans interacted online, going far beyond the capabilities of the internet as we knew it. Media outlets and tech insiders initially bought into the excitement, painting the metaverse as the dawn of a new era. However, the cracks in the dream started to show almost immediately. One of the biggest problems with the metaverse was its lack of clarity. It was never entirely clear what the metaverse was supposed to be. Was it a gaming platform, a social media upgrade, a workplace tool? Zuckerberg's grand ideas were inspiring, but they were also incredibly vague. Without a clear purpose, the metaverse struggled to attract the kind of audience it needed to succeed. Unlike other tech revolutions like smartphones or streaming platforms, the metaverse didn't offer a compelling reason for everyday users to dive in. At first, Meta's metaverse seemed like it could change everything, but over time it started to show cracks and fall short of its big promises. How virtual dreams turned into real problems. Then came the hardware issue. To truly experience the metaverse, users needed an Oculus headset, a bulky, expensive device that wasn't exactly user-friendly. For something meant to be revolutionary, the hardware felt like a major step backward. Wearing the headset for extended periods was uncomfortable, and the graphics it delivered were underwhelming. Many users compared the visuals to outdated video games from the early 2000s, which didn't exactly scream future. Instead of feeling immersive, the metaverse felt clunky and unpolished, a far cry from the slick, futuristic experience that had been promised. Horizon Worlds, the flagship product of Meta's metaverse, became a glaring example of its struggles. This was supposed to be the space where users could gather, interact, and build communities. Instead, it ended up being a mostly empty digital wasteland. Reports surfaced of users wandering around barren virtual spaces with little to do and no one to interact with. And when there were other users around, they were often kids, which wasn't exactly the broad, engaged audience Meta had envisioned. The platform's monthly active user count, once a hopeful 300,000, paled in comparison to the billions of users on Facebook and Instagram. The metaverse also faced an identity crisis. The concept of digital worlds where people interact with avatars wasn't new. Online games like Second Life and World of Warcraft had been doing it for years, and in many ways, they did it better. The metaverse's only supposed edge was that it was tied to cutting-edge VR technology. But when that technology failed to deliver an improved experience, users had little reason to stick around. Without a clear identity or unique value, the metaverse became just another poorly executed idea in the tech world. To make matters worse, Meta poured an astonishing amount of money into the project. By 2023, the company's Reality Labs division, responsible for its VR efforts, had racked up losses totaling $21 billion. That's an eye-watering figure for a project that seemed to be going nowhere. Investors started to lose faith, questioning whether this was a smart use of resources. Meanwhile, Meta's other platforms like Facebook and Instagram began to show signs of stagnation. It felt like Zuckerberg was betting the company's future on a sinking ship. As if that weren't enough, the broader tech industry's focus began to shift. By 2023, generative AI had emerged as the new hot trend. Companies like OpenAI were stealing the spotlight, offering technologies that had clear, practical applications. Investors and developers started redirecting their energy toward AI, leaving the metaverse feeling like yesterday's news. While Zuckerberg continued to insist that the metaverse was the future, it was becoming painfully clear that the world had moved on. Despite all these setbacks, Meta didn't give up. The company introduced updates like mobile and desktop compatibility for Horizon Worlds, trying to make the platform more accessible. It also launched new iterations of its Oculus headsets, including the Quest 3. But these efforts felt like too little, too late. The enthusiasm that had once surrounded the metaverse had all but disappeared. Even within the tech community, there was little optimism that Meta's vision could ever achieve mainstream success. At its core, the metaverse's failure wasn't just about poor execution, it was about promises that couldn't be kept. Zuckerberg and Meta had sold the world a dream of an interconnected digital utopia, but what they delivered was a fragmented, awkward experience that few people wanted to be part of. Instead of transforming the internet, the metaverse became a cautionary tale about the dangers of overhyping technology without delivering meaningful results. In the end, the metaverse's downfall serves as a lesson for the tech industry. Ambition and innovation are essential, but they need to be grounded in reality. Without a clear vision, practical applications, and technology that genuinely works, even the grandest ideas can fall flat. The metaverse may have been ahead of its time, or it may simply have been an idea that sounded better on paper than it worked in practice. Either way, it's a stark reminder that not all tech revolutions are destined to succeed. Is Priscilla Chan's announcement just a personal update, or does it hint at deeper issues in their high-profile marriage, possibly even reshaping how we see the tech giant himself? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.